this episode of A Week With, we're going to be looking at Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now this is going to be, the 10th iteration of this series. The second of their new format, the first being Origins, Assassin's Creed Origins. Overall, I would like to say that this particular week with this game has been great. I've enjoyed the game, loved the game. I've actually paused the game to come here and do this recording and the review of this game. Very an addictive game. A game that I've probably put about around 60 something hours into the game and am level 35 if I'm correct. Now the game goes up to you get capped out at level 50, so I still got a lot of things to go. To kind of save on length in these videos, I'm going to break down my likes and my dislikes into two separate videos. The video game is great, and the nature of humanity, I should say, is that when you're playing games you enjoy, you find more things that you dislike than the things that you do like. No different from this video. The list I have here for the things I like are a lot shorter than the things I dislike. Mind you, I definitely think that you should play this game. I definitely love this game. When I get done recording this, I'm going back to play this game. So I want to let you know this is a good game. We're going to start the like off first because of this intro and how long this intro it actually is. So we'll keep this version short. So what do I like about this game? Now, I broke these down to a lot of different categories, a lot of different topics, and it might seem like it's all around the place, but we'll go from my list. Assassin's Creed Origins had different type of bows that you use to do different type of things. You had a Predator bow, which was kind of like your sniper of the bows. You had your warrior bow, I believe, which was basically your shotgun-ish bow. You had a rapid bow, which allowed you to get off arrows quickly. This time around, what they've done was they give you one bow, which I like, and they allow you to assign particular skills to that bow. And it really just depends on your play style, whether or not you would use those particular things. So if I wanted to do a very strong and powerful shot with my bow, I would get like a critical perk that will help boost the damage of the bow I'm shooting, or the arrow I'm shooting, excuse me. Predator bow, Predator skill, excuse me, it's called Predator shot. What that does is allows you to zoom and hit further enemies with more accuracy. This game has more bounty hunters, and Assassin's Creed Origins, the game that started this new change, they put the word is called flims, I believe, and I'm definitely pronouncing that incorrectly, but they used to have flims in Assassin's Creed Origins, and what that was now this is not going to be the exact number, but it was a handful of enemies across the map that were strong per level. So they think they'll start off like a level 10, then another enemy around the map might be level 30, another enemy around the map might be level 45. And basically, when you ran across those individuals in those particular settings, and they stayed in those map areas they were in, you would either avoid them because they were too powerful for you to kill, or you would kill them because you could take them on and you had the ability to. You got a reward for beating all of them, which I believe you'll probably get the same for this game also. Now, the thing I like about this system here, what Odyssey has done, is that they've taken that principle and multiplied it. Now, there is a bounty hunter per every level in the game, and there's multiples of every level in the game. So if you're level 13, there might be like 4 or 5 different level 13s out there that you can fight, and each one of those people actually have a different skill. Like one person might have a dog assistant, one person might use fire, one person might use poison. You know, they have different skills. What makes this interesting and why I like this the most is because when you do things in this game, you're finding that if you do things that goes against the area you're in, you get a bounty on you. So say you're in a Spartan area and you go into a Spartan tower and you kill Spartan soldiers, you get bounties. Now if you're in a Spartan area and you kill Athenian soldiers, you don't get bounties. I find that when you start getting your bounties up, bounty hunters find you, and they're leveled, so you can go from one bounty hunter for you, 2 bounty hunters on you, 3 bounty hunters on you, 4 bounty hunters on you, 5. I think 5 is the max. So these guys give a bit of disruption into the things you're trying to do. So say you're trying to take down a tower, say you're trying to take down a task. When these guys are hunting you, they now come to your area and they are searching for you. You could hide from them like you could hide from everyone else, but they are basically the elite of your level while you're fighting them. And I've been in situations where I've had 4 bounty hunters come at me at the same time while I'm trying to take down a tower. So basically this adds a level of difficulty, which I really like. Options as far as dialogue and actions. Now, this is a good and bad thing. I'll only cover the good. Whatever decisions you make in the game, you do get an update on those decisions. You do see that the game gives you feedback on things you've done earlier in your gameplay. I ran across this one individual and he said something of me that was negative, and I was like, whoa, where'd he get that from? And I guess it's due to a task I did earlier in the game. I think that's good. It brings you to certain obstacles, and it does, help you, or shall I say, it does make you more weary of the things you're choosing to do. That your decisions aren't just here and there, and they actually can come back to you. Assassin's Creed Odyssey has definitely started paying a lot of attention to detail. And the thing that kind of like stuck out to me was I was on a boat. They give you a boat in this game. I was on a boat and I jumped into the water. And jumping into the water, a red pool came from around me. After doing this a couple times, I was wondering, why does that happen? Does that always happen? So I jumped into the water again, and nothing. Just a splash. I started realizing that you can get in a fight on land, and if you don't touch water within a few minutes, the blood will stay on you. So I could have gotten in a fight 5 minutes ago. Got on my boat, sailed somewhere, jumped off my boat, and when I splashed into water, a blood puddle comes around me. I think that little detail, I think those little details make for a great game. Those are things that the developer doesn't call out to you, but when you do notice them, you definitely appreciate them. Another thing I liked is that timed side quests are back. This is real world time. This is if I start a quest at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, they give me 24 hours, or they give me 2 days, or 3 days, or 4 days, whatever. We'll just say 24 hours. So if they give me 24 hours and I started the quest on 5 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday at 5 p.m. in real life, if I have not completed that task in game, that task is gone. That side quest is gone. You failed that side quest. I appreciate that. It makes you want to go after those tasks and accomplish those tasks. Oftentimes the reward for those tasks are great. And it also brings an amount of realism to the game. Realistically, think about it. If someone came to you in real life and said, hey, you know, if you don't help me by tomorrow, I'm going to lose my farm. And you spent 5 weeks in game doing all other stuff, and you finally come back to that person and they still have that farm, that realism is gone. So this game basically keeps you grounded in that form of reality. This game introduces a cult. This is a good and bad thing too. I got this on the good and the bad list. So we're going to talk about the good of the cult. I do like the fact that cults basically bring back the assassination part from the earlier series into this game. Now, you don't get a cinematic or anything when you kill the person, but you have an individual that you're looking for, you're tracking on the map. You go find that individual and you kill that individual. You confirm his kill like you did in the last game, well, the series prior to the remodel. And you know, you now tacked off and you got more information for another assassination target. I like that. It's a little bit of Assassin's Creed in a game that is not really Assassin's Creed. That's it for the good portion of this video. Mind you, this game does a lot of things. Mind you, this is only a week's worth of me playing. Mind you, there's going to be topics that you're probably worried about that I might touch on in the next video. This is a great game. I'm going to get back into the game once I get done with this recording. I'm going to be playing this game. This is a week with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This is part 1, The Goods.